Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. I'm not sure how long we've got until I get the message that your iPhone storage is full. That's what this phone's saying. This one will be saying the same soon. Okay, well, let's not mess around with the time that we have then. I'm really itchy, like under here. You know when you feel like you've got something that's like irritating your skin? Am I irritating you? I don't mean to. Okay. But let's get on with this. Okay. There's that saying, you know, are you glutton for punishment? I feel this is just the energy of just wanting, well, let's get it all out onto the table. Let's just deal with everything that we have to deal with. I just want to make you aware that there will always be something else to deal with, okay? As you are evolving. So let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I went to take my shoes off. Well, actually, I've got trainers on. Okay. I've just been to the shop and I popped my trainers on. And then I've come back, but I've kept them on. And I've sat down and I took one trainer off. And then I decided to put it back on again. As if like I was planning on doing a runner. It's like experiencing different emotions because I've just got the taste. Well, it wants to come up. It's in the back of my throat. And I don't recognise it. So I know what the emotion of fear tastes like. I can sense fear. We have Storm Angel. Collision of beliefs. Irritating. Collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, energies. Sounds about right. Okay, mirroring is coming up, so it feels like the energy of wanting to run away from your own projection. Seeing yourself projected through another. Or hearing yourself projected through another. Let's read the message. 35. About the Storm Angel. This beautiful fairy is dressed in storms. Energy around her crackle. Energy around hers crackle. Energies around hers. Well, the energy outside is crackling. Because earlier on I was talking to a neighbour and I said to him, what's that crackling noise? Can you hear that noise? And he said it was something to do with, you know, the train station. But I think it was like the electrical lines. And then interesting, because on the way to the shop, I'll show you this. Hold on, iPhone storage is full. Not now. I took a little video. There was a pigeon in the middle of, I'm going to say a telephone, or my heart's beating very, very fast. Like I can feel it pounding in my belly. In my belly. We should be concerned if we're feeling that. What's interesting, I've got the phone down. It's on photo, so I can see like I'm scanning like the words on the page. Okay. There was a bird, a pigeon, sitting. I found it fascinating. It caught my attention on a telephone line in the middle of the street. So I didn't want to take a photograph. I wanted to take a video because the birds were making a noise in the background. So let me just get this ready. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Hold on. Caught my attention. I was like, hello, what are you doing up there? Which is really weird actually, because now I come to think of it, there was a pigeon that was poking its head over the building at me earlier. I looked up and I said, hello, what are you, pigeons? And then received this picture yesterday regarding a shop roof. There's a hole in the roof. And there's a pigeon. When you live in Pigeon Street, these are the people you could meet. These are the people who would say hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. Back in the day, I loved Pigeon Street. And I loved the Poddington Peas. Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees. Right. This beautiful fairy is dressed in storms. Energy around her crackles and sizzles, but she is calm and unharmed. Now it is your time. Now it is your time and turn to learn to deal with the energy that is around you without compromising your own. She appears when energies with major differences collide, when intentions are vastly different, when techniques are worlds apart, and when incompatible belief systems meet up. The Storm Angel speaks. There is nothing wrong at all with difference. Diversity is wonderful. Shadows and light are beautiful and necessary and can coexist in harmony. But certain kinds of difference do not blend, like oil and water. They separate and cannot coexist in harmony. Therefore, I bring change. And when change comes, for some, it is simple, easy and flowing. For others, dramatic, erratic, wild and full of static. Like I said, I appear when two forms of energy collide, high and low. I then appear to burn away the old and create a clear, fresh vibration where all that is stale and fearful and unpleasant has been cleared away. The wonderful thing about this challenging collision is that